You can throw out the torches and pitchforks because they totally digivolved. The ones that we were scared were not going to. The ones that we had the hashtag withhold the scold for. We've got Digimon and we've got Volcanicdramon. It's so much easier to pronounce this name. I'm most happy about that. I'm not too happy about the fact that they kind of just look the same as Margaritamon. Or whatever his name was. Let me guess though, Daemon needs some stuff too. Daemon's not quite as needy as Dokugumon was, but hey, look at that! I'm sorry, Daemon, I'm sorry. I guess you just sustain yourself off the blood of innocence when I'm not looking, most likely. Alright, we're just gonna shake them like nuts. Dukemon's a pretty cool feature. Digimon is a royal knight. You know, like I said before, it just seems like everyone can become a royal knight. Well, a lot of the fandom becomes a little perturbed whenever they announce a new Digimon and they end up being a royal knight, because they're like, there are so many royal knights! We don't need any more royal knights! But this guy's interesting though, because they are a royal knight, but they are virus. And so they, while they do fight with loyalty and for honor and all that stuff, and of course, being just this high power royal knight, they are 99.9% made out of chrome digizoid, that super hardest material ever in the world, or at least the digital world. I don't know what the 99.9% part's about. It's like they're talking about birth control, except it's not like, what would penetrate? This metaphor is getting weird. I'm gonna back away from it. But why the 99.9%? What percent is not chrome digizoid? Is it his eyeballs? It's his eyeballs. That'd be his weakness. You don't need to put that information out there though either, because now everyone knows that if you fight Digimon, just poke him in the eyeballs and he's gonna go down like a little baby. Hishadumon has not digivolved yet. It's not time for them to either, so I'm not super worried. Also, they're the ones that we did get the 100 shakes before they were hatching, so it's like, not a giant deal. If they do digivolve though, they are going to be able to Jogress. I've already checked and none of these other ones can Jogress. I was a little disappointed because Digimon does have another form. It's a dark form. It's once they've realized their dark nature, their virus nature. But if you go over here and look, you will see that they cannot Jogress. J, nuh-uh. B, sure, because they're Digimon. I'm sure they can do amazing things. Speaking of which, I would like to show you our new guys. Here, let's go ahead and put them in a 1v1 battle. We're already at the point where I don't need to worry about them in the percentage of wins because they've already digivolved to their max form. So, yeah, we can just have them throw punches at each other. There we go. Let's shake them up. They're both virus, so I can just shake them like nuts. Match up. And it's time to see how we go. We got in the left, Digimon, in the right, Volcanicdramon. Ooh, their attacks are still with the giant. I love that fire. I love that Bowser flame. That's so cool. Here comes a wave attack. What attack is Digimon doing? Digimon! I know from the sound effects that was like your super attack, but like, what is that? I know that they can turn one of their hands into a lance and the other hand into a shield, but maybe he was just shouting at him. He is all high and mighty. If you're a royal knight, I assume you're up your own butt and you're like, hey, you kids! And you just shout and then they explode. Because I guess that's what a royal knight does. All right, both of these guys need some help. I'm always like confused about what to do if it's Hishadumon's turn because they're vaccine. So I'm like, oh yeah, five shakes, but it's never that. Yeah, see, the mega hit, man. Bam, and then poor Hishadumon is, oh, it's a giga hit. Oh, Copymon, have pity on the giant dragon holding two balls that is also its heart and brain. I don't know, I'll show you. If we do Hishadumon single training, if I just shake it a good hard 5 times, we'll see what happens. Well, I mean, it's not bad. He's mostly doing a super hit. Maybe that just means we're close? So is it just 4? I bet it's just 4. I mean, we gotta figure this stuff out because we're gonna be doing some singles or tag battles. That's it, it's 4! And when we go into those battles, we're gonna need them in tip-top shape because the silver blue is the one that needs to do their tag battles and we'll unlock a Veemon egg, so we need to know what Hishadumon's mega hit is. Of course, if they digivolve, then it's gonna change again, and then I gotta Jogress him and figure out what the new one is. But they're gonna be so cool. Could you imagine? Digimon, and then whatever the heck this thing evolves into, and then Jogresses it into, and just tag battle, it'll be so cool. Because last gen, of our own Digimon, we had 1 Mega and 1 Ultimate. Like, it wasn't like the ultimate super duper team, but this time we have our prospects much higher. We have Jogress Digimon as well, and they're just gonna wreck it. I can't wait. I can't wait. So that's what we'll be doing for the next couple episodes. We'll be doing one of these. I guess this will be the tag one, this will be the singles. We might do singles for this one first. We'll see what happens, because like, this is so exciting. I want to save the best for last there. Between these two, which one would you want to see do the singles battle? It seems like our best bet might be Daemon because they're Jogress, but I mean, they did Jogress into the ultimate level, the same as Volcanicdramon. So, I mean, they don't have to just be one of them. Honestly, when one of them runs out of DP, the other one can just go in. Since they're in their ultimate forms, they both have like 52, 56 DP. What about you, Daemon? 56. So if it's 100 battles, we could just do it without having to use any vitamins at all. We don't have to run their life expectancy down. So I guess really that's not a question. We'll be using both of them. But which one do you want to see first? Who should run in? You know, according to Dragon Ball, that's very important. No, wait, no, it's not. It's always just Goku in the end. All right, who's our Goku? You decide. So yes, we will wait for Hisharimon to digivolve, because surely they're going to. Otherwise, well, actually, no, you can't scold me for that one, because that was the one that I shook the eggs on. So the ones that didn't get shaken, they digivolved. Everyone can now praise me. You are now free to, I'll wait for the comments. As for the drawing this week, Anthony suggested picture idea and something different from ferocious Digimon, LadyDevimon and Angewomon being totally kawaii together. They might not be able to jogress, but they can still be friends, dang it! I agree, there's a whole lot of beef going on around here. I mean, there's, you know, this little cutie kind of thing going on over here, and then there's this little cute dude, but we don't really draw ladies on these things very often, and I like ladies, so let's draw some ladies down here, I guess. Can you see this? I think the camera's a bit bright today, but there's Angewomon and LadyDevimon. They're taking a selfie, and they're wearing kind of civilian clothes, but you know, I don't want them to take their masks off. I've seen them with their masks off, but it's mostly fan art, and I don't know. I just prefer this. Woo, let me move this over. I'm so nervous, though. If I get the details wrong, it's gonna look stupid. Sorry if I don't talk much this one, I'm gonna have to focus. If you wanna see the entire unedited process of this, you can see it for just $1 at my Patreon. Just gotta have confidence. As soon as we get all the details in this, I think it'll look good, you know? My line work with IRL pen isn't always the most stable, and especially today, because I'm trying to diet, and I also did arm day today, so I'm a little shaky. You know, same old joke, it's just so much easier to do this digitally, because you can undo forever. Crap, I already put a pen line in the wrong direction. Oh good lord, what have I done? I mean, heck, at least this guy can draw goofy. I mean, he's an evil guy. I kind of want to make sure to emphasize his knuckles, though. He's got a spindly, nasty hand, you know? But he's doing bunny ears. And then what's most important about a button-up shirt is getting the folds together. There's a lot of pulling here because of the baps, so we gotta make sure that we get that down. Otherwise, it's hard to tell that it's a white shirt. Now, button-ups don't always have to, especially with the baggy way the button-ups are, they don't always have to contour to the chest. They actually do just kind of like create a lump and then go down. There are more form-fitting ones, which I did find reference for in this one, but mostly they'll just kind of like, I don't know. I don't really know too much about like well-fitted outfits. Golly, I had one line left, and did you see what happened? It's because this page was slightly lifted. If you want to make decent straight lines, especially if you're hatching, try to keep the paper just down. Even that tiny like millimeter space where the paper's going down, your line's going to get thrown off, so I'll have to redo that one. Okay, so there are a few lines we'll need to redo, but first we're going to erase the pencil. I am going to wait a little while though. I really don't want to mess up this drawing with smudgies. Okay, it's been 1,000,000 years. Let's go ahead and erase. Whoa, look at that eraser snake. That's a big one. Oh god, I almost bent the straight up page. Don't you hate when you do that and you're trying to erase? I haven't had that actually happen to me in like 6 years though. Jeez. Good thing it didn't actually like crimp the page. You know, it might be because it's so hot in this room, but it seems like the eraser actually lifted off some of the pen. Ah. Dang it, Summer, you strike again. We're just gonna white off the weird split dead end there. We're going to white out this mask piece so we can redo it. And we're gonna just erase this entire butt. All right, it's time to mask in black. The only things we're gonna be masking in black are the phone, LadyDevimon's cowl, and then this dude, I guess. Oh no, there's too many fine details here. I gotta use my marker. There, that's way easier to deal with. Now we can just go in there easily with the brush like a toddler and just color in the gigantic cushioned white space. There, I like that. Last thing to mask, the skirt. This should be simple enough. Remember to keep the paper held down so that way there's no deviation in the direction of your stroke. All the masking is done. Now we just need to do some hatching. I'm gonna hatch Angewomon's helmet, probably hatch the mouths a bit. All right, I think that's about how I like it. I do need to undo this like chest hair I accidentally gave her. I was trying to do something that I know how to do with like digital shading, but I guess with hatching it doesn't quite work that way. I might touch that up later after it's had some time to dry. I kind of just want to leave this as is for now, so I can come back to it also maybe with a fresh pair of eyes on it. Otherwise, I kind of like the way it looks. Angewomon and LadyDevimon just having fun because they're friends. They don't need to jogress. They don't need to become one. They don't have to push this past a platonic stage. They can just hang out and be friends. I like it. But that's all for today. Thank you, Anthony, for the suggestion. I do these drawings every Tuesday. I don't upload on Mondays, but when we come back, we do these drawings. So, you know, comments down below for the next one, eh? And again, we're only waiting for Hisharumon to digivolve into their final form, at which point we can jogress them, and then we can start doing these single battles, these multi-battles, and unlock the Meicoomon egg, the Veemon egg, and we can get more generations, more jogress is available to us. It's gonna be good. And we're gonna have so many Digimon in our album ready for whenever the next wave comes out here in December. The Beelzebumon, the black shell color one that looks so cool to me. I did pre-order it, so look forward to December for that. And again, if you want to see the entire, like, actual me doing this, it'll be, like, squished down to maybe, like, a couple minutes of a video. You can see it by donating $1 to my Patreon, and then you can see the video at my Patreon. Speaking of Patreon, thanks to my patrons for supporting my channel, especially Shifter, Zombie Eater, and Cookie Face, and I'll see all of you tomorrow.